So, like we agreed the last time, this is going to be an important feature of our team. Network marketing is a great business, but for you to succeed, you need to understand the concept. You need to understand how to do it. If you jump into network marketing with your professional experience, whatever profession you belong, whether you are a marketer, you are an administrator, you are a finance person, an HR person like myself, or whoever you are, whatever skill set you have, if you jump with those skill sets into network marketing, you get frustrated. Network marketing is done a particular way. It's a science. And so when we get involved in this industry, there's a need for us to realign. I always say that any professional can succeed in network marketing, but the professional that succeeds is the one who comes into network marketing and learns, because the rudiments of the game is different from what we are used to or what we've been trained to do. If you want to apply those principles, you will get frustrated and you will back off and think that the industry do not work. So as a team, this is a cardinal part of our activities. One, we want to give ourselves proper training to understand the industry, understand how to do the business, so that it becomes a bit more easier to do our business. We'll get additional income on the side effortlessly. And eventually, those of us who will be more confident about the industry can eventually evolve into full-time, like some of us are doing. I always say that the biggest gift you can give yourself is to give yourself financial freedom and time freedom. Most of us who work in corporate, we probably have the financial freedom, but we don't have the time freedom. You have the money, but you don't have the time to enjoy the money. And because you don't have the time, eventually, you now start spending the money on curing terminal diseases that you've acquired because you don't have time even for your own self. But network marketing gives you the money and gives you the time to be able to enjoy the money and live a healthy lifestyle. And that is why we are apostles of this industry, and we think that it is the way to go to make life much, much better. Okay. So today we're going to be discussing, if I were to start a network marketing business, what will give me a head start? So we say getting a head start in network marketing. Okay. Now, if you look at the arrow is on the head of somebody. Network marketing is like a race. Look at all these people. They are moving. Nobody cares about the other. They are all moving. Everybody is racing against their own goals and targets. Usually, discouragement is a huge part of network marketing. It's one of the biggest problems that all of us at one point in time when we started in this business was involved in. And so if you don't understand this and help your new distributors to get a head start, they'll be falling off as they are coming in. You get more coming and more will fall off. And so you keep moving in circles. What causes the discouragement? You look at the person the arrow is on at the back. Usually when people come into network marketing, they look at the figures, the monies that are made. Oh, you can make up to, for instance, let's take Luxreal as an example. With just the residual bit alone, just the placement level bonus alone, we are saying that per team, you can make up to 48,000 cedis. Because we are now starting, you might not see this, but 1 year down the line, when the leaders start giving their testimonies, people who will come will look at where the leaders are and look at where he or she is and say, the people have already taken the lead. There's no way I can catch up. And so what will they do? They give up. So if you are going to be successful in network marketing, you need to implement what we call your training period. So when you have a new person in business, you don't allow him to start counting his time in the business until he has gone through the training. Depending on what length that person or you, the sponsor, has with your direct referral, if you are having 1 month for the training so that the person go through training, that should be it. It should be after the 1 month and the person is not serious about the business, they understand the business, that you start counting. Or else you run the risk of they thinking that we've come in too late and so we cannot catch up. The people are way ahead of us, so let me just back off and go and find us somewhere and relax. All right. Now, we say that in network marketing, the only people who lose are those who quit. If you look at a race, let's look at an 800-meter race. Usually, the person who is ahead needs more energy to stay ahead. The person runs faster to stay ahead than the person who is right behind the person leading the chart. And what makes network marketing interesting is that unlike the normal race that we all run or we see athletes run, there is no finish line in network marketing. So everybody can be a winner. That is the interesting thing. But if you're not careful, usually you will look at the crowd ahead of you and you think that, oh, I'm late. There's no way I can win this race. No, very wrong. So we say that in network marketing is only losers, or the only losers are those who quit. Okay? Now, somebody will ask me, how do I run a good race in network marketing? The answer is simple. If you go ask Usain Bolt, what is the secret to his success? He will tell you one thing, and that is, I train for success. Usain Bolt will spend just some few seconds on the pitch, and he does wonders. But throughout the year, while he's preparing for those Olympics or those games, he is training. So to be able to run a good race, you need to train for the race. And I say that in network marketing, when you get into network marketing, you need to train yourself minimum 2 to 6 weeks before your start month. What I mean by your start month is that month where you can say that I am out as a network marketer and going out to work. But before then, at least 2 to 6 weeks, consider that period as training period. Now, the interesting thing about network marketing is that even though it's a training period, you still make money. This is the only industry where you are learning while earning. Okay? So while you are learning, we'll look at what it means to be trained. While you are learning, you are still making money. That doesn't mean that you delay your money making till after 1 month. But you start counting your progress, or you start metering your progress from the period that you've given yourself to train yourself. If you've given yourself 2 weeks, make sure in 2 weeks you learn everything you need to learn. If you've given yourself 1 month, within that 1 month, do what you're supposed to do. Then you can now start counting from then when you have the skill set to do the business as your start month. Okay. Now, how do I train myself? Everything you read, everything you listen to, meetings you attend, getting together with your sponsor or upline and other people forms part of the training. Whatever conversations you have around the network marketing company that you are part of is part of the training. The products you use yourself and the products you give out to people and you follow up for feedback are all part of the training. We say all that is training that is giving you a head start on your start month in the business. Why is all this giving you the training? It's exposing you to the business. It's exposing you to what people think about the business. It's giving you the opportunity to clarify your thoughts. And so all of that forms part of the training. And we say that as a leader, when you sign on somebody in network marketing, know that you are a leader. As a leader, when the next month, and when I say the next month, I mean the month after the training of your partners comes, and you realize that your partner is not serious about the program, don't start counting that person. Still consider him or her as being trained or still going through the training until such a time that that person has seen the bigger picture and is serious about the business and wants to take the business to another level. Okay? Now, we say that you don't have to start counting their months until they are ready to get serious. So a classical example is Paul. Paul got on board this business, the whole network marketing train, and followed for some time, and he took off. That is somebody that is, you can say, that has started his next month. He has started his network marketing career. We say that if you wait for people to get serious before you start counting for them, that way, when they finally get serious, they would have warmed up for the race to be able to get a very good head start and run the race a bit more faster. If not, if you start counting for them from the onset, you yourself will get frustrated. They will get frustrated because they will not have the skill set to run as fast as you would have wished that they do with their business, right? So this is how we train. Now, I want us to have a certain picture of our journey as network marketers. I want you to picture a very magnificent story building, an office complex that you are putting up for yourself. Now, what do you start with? Often, even though the building is that huge, it's beautiful, you start with a foundation. So, somebody who don't have the plan of the building, when they come and they look at the layout, where they are laying the boards to cast the concrete or they are digging to cast the concrete, they really can't see what you're doing. In network marketing, this is what we call the learning stage. And like I mentioned, in network marketing, the learning stage doesn't mean that you're suspending your money making. In learning, you are working with your sponsor to sign up your people. So you are making money. You are growing your business, even though you are still learning. At that point, nobody sees and understands what you are doing. Nobody sees anything meaningful. Now, once you start sponsoring people, once you start duplicating, okay? Once you start duplicating, then the superstructure is beginning to show up. But of course, not in its finished form. Then eventually it evolves into your business, what you envision it to be. So this is what I call the journey of the network marketer. It begins with the foundation, which is a learning stage. Then you start duplicating. When you are duplicating, what it means is you've now learned and you are teaching your people what you've learned. That is when you begin to see your business taking shape and people can begin to recognize the work you are doing. And by the time that happens, or that you go past that stage, is where the building becomes so magnificent. You are celebrated on stage. You are winning company trips. You are winning awards. That is where everybody sees the success. But during the foundation stage and the actual building stage, nobody saw it because your business was not visible. So this is what I say. When that happens, have one thing in mind. This office building that you are putting up is your business. Ask yourself, what will it take for me to get there? If you are going to have a high-rise building like this one, trust me, then your foundation needs to get to the bedrock. So you need to dig deeper. So if you're going to dig deeper, what does it mean? Ask yourself, what will it take me to have that magnificent building up? And we said that that magnificent building is your business. Okay? We said that when you first began to sponsor your first 5 serious people, you were digging the foundation with, guess what? A shovel. That is the most difficult part of the business, where you are fishing out your first 5 serious people. And you see, before you can get 5 serious people to build your business, you probably would have signed on more than 5 people before you can get the 5 serious people. At that point is the most difficult part. It's like digging the foundation with a shovel or a spade. Okay? But the ultimate aim is to get to the bedrock. Now, this is what happens. To get to the bedrock, when you are able to build to the second level, trust me, at that level, shovel cannot help you. That is when you have your first 25 people join you. That is your first 5 serious people finding their 5 serious people. At that point, you are en route to the bedrock and you can no more depend on shovel and your hand. You now need a bulldozer. Okay? And what does it mean to have a bulldozer? What it means is you now need to change gear from teaching just your people the business, but you are teaching them how to teach their people about the business. Why? Because you need to drive to the bedrock so that you can raise your building. Now, we say that when you have taught your people how to teach their people to sponsor, then you are on your way to the bedrock. And now you are beginning to excavate with what? Steam shovels. Because at that point, if you were going to be using the bulldozer, it won't help you. Now you need a steam shovel. And the steam shovel is needed to drive to the bedrock when you have your first set of 125 coming. That is the third level. That the first level are the people you brought, the second level are the people they brought, and the third level are the people your second level have brought. At that level, you can't handle your construction with a bulldozer anymore. That tool will not help you. You now need a steam shovel to be able to get to the bare rock where you can now begin to raise your building. If you recollect our conversation around the psychology of network marketing, we agree that if you're talking about duplication, duplication hasn't happened when you sign on your first person. So if you went out to sign on your first 5 people, or you went to sign on people and you find your first 5 serious people, you can't say that you have duplicated. You haven't duplicated. You haven't duplicated because the people haven't done what you have done. What did you do? You signed them up. And it's now time for you to teach them to also sign other people up. It's when they've succeeded in signing other people up, that is when you can say that you've duplicated yourself. So duplication takes place when you've gone to your third level of duplication. If you are still within your second level or first level, you haven't duplicated, right? So we say that at this level, to drive to the bedrock, you need a steam engine to be able to help you excavate. Now we say that now, after you've gotten to the bedrock, this is the time your business will now begin to take shape. You now begin to be visible. When people are passing, they can see that building and say, hey, somebody's putting up this skyscraper there. When did he even start? Oh, I just recently. Meanwhile, the main work had happened some months back, or some weeks back, or some days back. You say, when you've gone 4 levels deep in your organization, that is when your business will now begin to rise. That is when you become visible. And that is where every network marketer dreams to be. That is where every new person who comes in is looking at his business. But without proper coaching, he wouldn't know that between where his business can be seen and where he's joining, he needs to do certain things. And that is where me and you come in as sponsors. If we don't help them to understand that, look, there's a foundation stage, which is the time we need to learn. And the learning is where I am working with you as your sponsor to help you sign your friends and helping you, teaching you how to teach your people to sign on their friends. That all of that is the foundation stage. That is the learning stage. Then once your people start to duplicate, now I am now going to work with you how to teach them to teach their people to also go out and sign on their people. Once that person understands that process, then the person is going to be a bit more patient and confident that he or she is on track and not a failure. And so they will not quit the business. All right. We are all dreaming that our businesses will be visible, but it takes time. It takes hard work. It takes focus. It takes knowing what you want to get there. All right. Now we're saying that in conclusion, if you've been in the business for some months and you don't see anything happening, don't get discouraged. You are laying the foundation for your construction to take shape. You might think that getting on the calls is just a waste of your time, or doing a 3-way call, calling your prospect, hey, I have my upline on the line, and I've just been involved in this business, and the business is doing so well. I want you to listen to the expert himself tell you about it so that you can make time to take a look at what we have. You might think that all of that you are doing is a waste of time. You get a number of people who say no. You get some people who say, well, I really don't believe in this, but I'll try it and see because of you. You get some people who see it and say, yes, this is for me. All of those experiences are important for you. And remember that when you're not seeing this rapidly happening, you are not a failure. It is just the foundation. And at the foundation stage, nobody sees. Everybody sees when the building is visible. We say that it's if in network marketing, the training stage can be likened to the gold prospector who for several months was digging the mine only to give up and quit when he was just about 6 inches away from the main vein of the precious stone that he was looking for. He did all the hard work. He dreamt. He saw what he was looking for in his mind's eye, but he wasn't patient enough. He wasn't persistent enough. He wasn't resilient enough to keep on going. Just when he was left with a little thread to break through, he gave up, picked his pickaxe, and went home. Okay? Network marketing can be that same. If you are not careful and you don't allow yourself to be mentored and coached and trained, that can be your story. Where you are almost about to break through, you pack your bag and baggage and you leave. And you probably go and start afresh from somewhere. And you hit hard. When you are about to break through, you pack your bag and baggage and you leave and go to another place. Go and start again. If you're not careful, you keep moving in circles. And that will not give you any meaningful results. So in conclusion, remember, if you forget anything at all, remember that in network marketing, the only losers are the quitters. If you are resilient, if you believe in what you've seen on this opportunity and you signed up and you hold on to that and you work at it, you will see success. There's no way you will ever fail, right? So thank you so much for your time. This is where we end with today's training. So I would pause and open the